Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Beth. I go by the username Be More Creative both here on Flosstube and on Instagram. I'm back today with Flosstube number 56. I've been trying to wait for a quiet moment to film this video all day, and it is just not going to happen. Most of the students are out on site, however the girls on my floor are still here and they have decided we are not going to give me a single moment of quietness. Even when they were in lessons, they were running back up and down the stairs. So they are absolutely lovely girls. We're just getting used to the new routines, which means they're a little bit louder and a little bit more energetic and excitable. So it's very nice having my students back, but I do apologise if you hear them in the background. But it's not a nasty noise, they're just laughing and chatting and running up and down the corridor and slamming their bedroom doors. So it's just normal teenagers. So we are just going to kind of do what we can with what I have, because I have to be back to work in about an hour and a half and I need to try and get this filmed and edited ready to go up because I don't want to miss another week. So this video is a week later than what I was hoping, and the reason for that is I just completely lost my Stitchy bug. I just wasn't interested in stitching. I wasn't able to stitch anything. It was just a bit of a nightmare situation, really. I've not really had that before where I just didn't want to stitch. I tried picking something up, I kept stitching it wrong. I just wasn't motivated, so I ended up taking a little bit of time off and just waiting until something caught my eye again, and then I carried on. But that doesn't mean I don't have a lot of haul to show you, because I 100% went into my secondary hobby related to cross stitch, which is all about buying cross stitch stuff. So this video is a lot of haul and a little bit of stitching, but I'm hoping you're going to enjoy it nonetheless. So we're going to jump in with my first FFO, or my only FFO, and this is my freebies on the 17th. The video went up during the week. This is a sampler Charlotte Hudsby. I do have the original. I show you the original sampler in that video, and I have stitched this on 18 count fibre on a whim latte with Eco Vita DMC threads, which is their it's a wool thread, but it's not as thick as their tapestry threads, and I am honestly hooked with these threads. I absolutely love them. I love the way they stitch. On the 18 count they're quite puffy, but on 16 count I did a little test swatch the other day and they look really, really good. I also loved it on the 18 count and would carry on stitching on 18 count with them, but I think they are absolutely gorgeous. And I really love how this sampler turned out. I'm not a huge sampler stitcher, but I absolutely love it. And I've just laced this onto an artist, like a wooden artist frame board that I got from the range. I just wanted to use what I had in my stash, so I've just laced it on for now, because mine's just going to sit up on the shelf behind me. It doesn't need to be going up on the wall, but you could quite easily cover the back and put a hook on the back so you can hang it up on the wall. But that is the freebie for the month of September. What is going on today? September, that is up on my channel now if you are interested in it. But I absolutely love that piece. The second piece is a finished for now. So this is the Love Poppet's Night Rider Sow. And a little disclaimer, this was gifted to me. I was sent the full kit and pattern by Love Poppet. You know I love Claire's stuff, Claire from Love Poppet. I absolutely love her stuff. I've been stitching some of her stuff. I'm part of her Patreon. I also have her subscription box. I absolutely love it. And when she reached out and asked if I wanted to stitch this one, I jumped straight on with a 100% yes. So this is part 1 and part 2. I absolutely love the moon we have here. Now, I did go a little bit wrong on the moon. I'm stitching on so there was 2 kits. They are sold out now. You can still get the PDF if you are interested in this chart. 100% would recommend it. It's super fun. Now I'm stitching on the 32 count, which is the hand dyed 32 count, and I was stitching this while waiting for students, and I was getting really tired, but I was loving stitching it. I didn't want to put it down, but I knew I should. And somewhere in here, I am half a stitch off. So you stitch over 2. I've obviously stitched over 1 at some point. So I had to do some fudge work because I could not work out where I'd gone wrong. And by the time that I worked it out, I'd gone so much further down. I've gone wrong up here somewhere, and I'd already got down to here. I'm not ripping all of that out. So we have just fudged it a little bit, but you could never tell unless you come and look really, really closely, in which case you can see my little mistakes. But if you're going to do that, we aren't stitchy friends in the first place, so yeah. But no, I don't think it really notices. I don't think it's going to affect the next part out. The next part comes out end of the month, so I think I've still got another week. Part 2 just came out on Thursday this week, and it is so much fun. I love that witch. The witch I'm absolutely obsessed with, but I love how Claire uses textures in her piece. She could have just done this as a gigantic moon that you have to fill in, but the fact that it's got this delicate florals in it, it just makes you draw so much into the piece. So as I said, I believe the PDF is still available with this, and I will actually be doing a finishing video. I've ordered a piece from the range that I think this is going to fit on. And I have decided I'm going to be doing a finishing piece, like a finishing video on this when it is finished, because I cannot wait to have this one up on the wall. So I am storing this, as most of my projects, in a canny little fox Halloween bag. This was another custom order bag that I got. I've got obviously all my threads and everything, but yeah, so canny little fox project bags. I'm going to put these away as I go, because that way I can jump straight into editing rather than having to tidy everything up. The next piece, this is actually something I just picked up again last night. So this is the Modern Folk Embroidery embroidered ribbon sale, and we do have a hashtag for this, which will be listed down below. There is also a Facebook group if you would like to go and join. I need to be a bit more active in the Facebook group. I haven't really had a chance to really post anything, but I absolutely love this piece. There's a group of us doing it as a sale, and I picked mine up again. I'm stitching 1/1 on 28 count. This is a Coffee Crafts fabric, and I am using Paperbox Threads silks. But what I'll do is I'll post a photo of where I was last time, but I had this border in up to the pot. I'd done the bottom of the pot on the bird, so I have done all of this last night. I just picked it up again and just put a few stitches in. I need to work out how I'm going to have this one on rotation, but last night it was just so nice just picking it up and just putting a few stitches in. So I will need to do that a little bit more. So that is all of the stitching I have to show you. I now have a gigantic pile of haul. So we're going to start with what's going to be the noisiest. Is during the summer, I think it was end of August, Megan from Coffee Crafts Fabric did a little sale, like a bank holiday type sale, and I picked up a load of fabric from her. I picked up 2 16 count pieces, and I'm not taking these out the bags because they're going in my storage for now. But I love this one. This one is showing up a little bit paler on camera. It's a bit of a darker bluey green, and then a gingerbread brown. I picked up 3 pieces of 18 count. This is a darker green. You can see a little bit more that it's showing up green there. I love these ones where it is a lighter pinky purple, but it's got grey and it's got other tones in it. It's not far off what I'm using for this. I just think it becomes such a nice neutral colour. And then I got a dark purpley pink one, which I thought for Halloween stitching would be great. I picked up a 32 count in this orange with a dark mottling, and this is actually for one of the Autumn Lane Stitchery pieces that I got in the box. You can actually get these now. It's one of the town pieces they have, but I'm not going to start that one until I've actually finished Autumn Town, because I still have that. I have another 32 count in a purple. This is a lot darker than the 18 count. This is a darker purple with blue in it, and this one's purple and pink. But you can see there is some blue on the back there. And I've got another 28 count piece. I did have one other lighter 28 count, but both my 28s are kind of in the grey colour. This is more of a grey purple. The other one was like grey and white. But that one's already in use, and I don't have the project up here with me. The only other piece that I stitched on was the Teresa Koga. I posted on my Instagram. I went to Costa Coffee the other day, and I put in, literally, there's no point in even showing it. It's also down on my desk. It's kind of my office piece, like if I'm in there late at night. The Ted Harvest piece. So that is posted up on my channel. Right. Now, I am obsessed with Canny Little Fox project bags. So she does 2 different types of sales. And it's gone out of my head if it's the first or the end of the month. I will list information down below. She sells through her Instagram her bags. There's 3 different ways of getting her bags. The first way is when she does her sales with her pre-made bags, you just comment me please, and whoever is first gets that one. She also then, middle of the month, puts up fabric, and she says comment if you want a home case or a multi-pocket bag, and you just let her know, and then she will make that up for you and send it through. So at the end of last month, I picked up 2 of her pre-made bags. Now the first one is already fully in use here. This is a multi-pocket case. So this is a gorgeous Halloween print. And I love her multi-pocket cases. They are a lot smaller, so I don't use them for my everyday stitching, because this is the size of a home case. This is a multi-pocket case. I would love it if I could get a multi-pocket case in this size, but I think it would be a bit chunky as well. So this one currently has 4 projects in for storage. This is the Halloween one I got, and you get 4 different pockets inside. Well, actually you get more, because you've got a little section at the back here. You've got 4 final pockets, and then you've got 2 unclosed pockets. So in here I have an autumn lane piece. I have this is the Witchy Way from Caterpillar Cross Stitch, but I need to decide if I'm restarting that one. This is a Freebies on the 17th pattern, and I have a old Patreon pattern from Hello from Liz Matthews that's just been released to everyone, which is Boo Spook Haunt. And I just have these 4 in storage here because I'm not actively stitching on them, but those are my Halloween pieces that I have on the go. I saw this one and I had to grab this one, so I picked up this one as well. It is absolutely gorgeous. I love her project cases because when I was at the retreat, this was perfect. I had this open. I have a place for my threads, a place for my needles. I attached my scissors so it didn't go disappearing on the table. I actually ended up hooking, I didn't hook threads to this. What did I have on this? Oh, I actually put a tape measure on this so I could measure new fabric for a new start. And it's just so much fun. You have a pocket at the back, you have a zip pocket, then you have multiple pockets here. So your scissors, if they're not hooked on up here, can fit in this pocket here. So I have my scissors and in my scissor case here. They do fit in there. I normally put a pen in here. And then this pocket, I normally put my little index card with my notes. And you've got 2 other pockets where you can tuck things in. And this lifts up so you can tuck extra thread in the back there. So that's the one that I bought. And then I reached out to her because the last way that you can buy fabric from her is custom order. So I have reached out before, like for my Halloween bag. I reached out and said to her, like, I'm looking for a Halloween bag because she wasn't on Halloween. I bought this a while ago. And she just messaged me a picture with like 6 different fabrics, and then I picked this one out of all of them and she made it. But this time I had quite a few fabrics that I have been collecting because I absolutely love them, but I am not a sewer at all. I've tried making project bags before. I've made like the standard final front bags, but that was difficult enough. I really didn't want to have to deal with the hassle of making more, and when you can support a small business, why not do it? So I sent her in 8 fat quarters, because she said I could either just send her the outside fabric, or if I had fabric I wanted to use on the inside. So I went through my stash that I have and picked out my favourite ones that I wanted to use. I sent them to her and she made them into these gorgeous bags. So I sent her this gorgeous, like, London, well, it's not just London, but it is travel themed. And then I had this fabric, which I absolutely love. It's like typography and like little notes and stuff, and she matched it with this gorgeous blue color. And I just love her colorways for things. I have another travel themed, I absolutely love these kind of fabrics, but I just never know what to do with them. So I have another travel themed one that I also sent in, this one here, and she picked out the accent pink, so everything on the inside has got the pink. I absolutely love it. I've actually got a pile of ones sitting next to me that I want to resend to her. This gorgeous chest piece just matched up with a stripe, and she's put black fabric on the inside. Absolutely love them. And what I loved as well is because I said to her, like, I kind of like this for the inside, that for the outside, and she kind of came back to me and said, well, with this one, this would look cuter this way, do you mind, or would you like me to do it how you wanted? So I like the fact that she could put her, I said to her, like, please, if you don't like the fabric, if it doesn't work, like, just use what you can. I've had this fabric for so long. I absolutely love this one, of all the ladies, like, stitching. She's stitching with her little child here. There's embroidery, there is knitting, there's a lady doing crochet. It's just kind of all of the crafts. And on the inside I sent her this fabric, which I absolutely love as well, and she's matched it with this gorgeous mauvey pink. So those are my new project bags. I then have 3 books. Now 2 of them I had on pre-order and 1 I just had to pick up. So the first one is Cross Stitch in the Forest by Max Pigeon. I'm not going to do a flip through of these. There are so many out on YouTube, so definitely go and have a look. I picked up this one from Blackwell's and I absolutely love this one. The next 2 I got is from Lindsay Swearingen, who is Tuscan and Cardinal, I think, on Instagram. But this is one that's been out for a long time, but I never picked it up. But you've seen I have stitched this one. I found this one on Readly as a freebie. I really loved how it was charted, and this one was like £12, so I picked this one up off Amazon. But this one I had pre-ordered. I pre-ordered it on Blackwell, and this is her new book out. I am obsessed with this one. I'm not a big Halloween stitcher by any means. It's only recently this year that I've really got into a little bit more Halloween stitching, but a lot of these patterns I would probably keep up year round. I think they are absolutely gorgeous. There's so many different things. I love the simplicity of them. I love the colours that she uses. I'm just trying to find one of my favourite ones. I absolutely love this Wheel of Year. I think that's really cute. I really want to stitch that one. But there's just so many pieces on here that I just think are absolutely to die for. Trying to find my other one that I really love. I think there's only about 2 patterns in this book that I'm not interested in. Everything else I'm like, actually I want to stitch that. I really love the way she does these. I'm not going to be able to find it now, but she does little home scenes. I love this cat one as well. I think that moon is going to be a nightmare to stitch, but I think that would look really good framed up next to my Love Poppet cell, because that has a cat on a broom. The moon is very different, but I do like that. I think I might actually look at stitching that one. That's 84 by 56 stitches. And it uses, how many? 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 skeins of DMC for that one. But yeah, I think those are absolutely gorgeous. So I have picked those ones up. How many I get stitched this year, I'm really not sure. I then placed, I have got a 1, 2, 3 stitch order coming. But I did go on to Trudy's shop, which is an eBay shop. Geoff Smith, I will list it down below. It's always listed down below. I absolutely love her stuff. So she had a couple of the Stacey Nash. Now, I've never really been too interested in the Stacey Nash pieces. So I went to Big Stitch and I did not pick up the exclusive one there. But I've seen people stitch it and they look so cute. So I decided I want to do it. But I want to make them smaller so I can put them in a dough bowl or I can hang them on the Christmas tree. So this is an older one, Miss Hazel. I picked up that one. And sorry, I haven't taken these out of the bag. When I saw this one, I knew I had to get it. This is one of the newer ones out. This is Clovis the Badger. Absolutely gorgeous. I am going to be starting her, but I'm going to be using threads from Stash. So I'm looking forward to that one. And I have got Raina the Fox. Now, I really did love, I've got the bunny that came out previously, and then there was a new rabbit one, but I haven't picked that one up yet because I told myself that I couldn't get more than 4 to start with because I don't want them just being things that I have in my stash. I actually want to stitch them. So I've decided with these ones, when I stitch one, I can then buy another one because I didn't realise I have 2 of the snowman, the male and female snowman, or snow woman. I have those ones and I haven't stitched them yet. So I've decided I really have to limit myself to what I get. And I've decided when I stitch one, I can then get the other one. So I do have one more coming, which was from her previous release, but that's coming in my 1, 2, 3 stitch. But when I've stitched one of these, I then may go and get another one. So that's how it's going to work out. Because otherwise I'm just going to end up with far too much stuff all at once. So, just realised there's one thing I've forgotten, so I'm going to go get that quickly. Sorry about that. I mentioned earlier when I showed you my sampler, that's upside down, I showed you my sampler, I was using the Ecofita threads. Now, I originally bought the box set. When they first came out, there was a box set with all 30 of them in, so I picked that one up. Now they have released another 30 shades, there's 60 in total, and I am that obsessed with them that when Lakeside Needlecraft during the summer have their bank holiday sale, they tend to do like a bank holiday sale where it's off of DMC and some of their fabrics. I went and I picked up the next 30 DMC Ecovita threads. So I have literally every colour of DMC Ecovita threads that are out. I'm not sure how I'm going to be storing them yet, but I just love these. These are all hand-dyed threads. They are like a little bit thicker than 2 strands of DMC, but they are just so gorgeous. So these are some of the new colours that have come out. I mean, look at some of these colours. Like, they're just so gorgeous. I'm not going to show you all of them because they're just too stunning. But I think these are absolutely gorgeous. I love stitching with them. I have actually also got the hands-on design. It's a PDF, the Hugo Holiday. I actually ordered that last time. I'm actually thinking I might do a DMC Ecovita thread conversion and stitch with these because I think that would look really gorgeous, and then I could have those ornaments stitched up with these as well. These I think are great value for money. There is 16 meters on a skein because you stitch them single stranded, but there is 16 meters on each one, and I just think they are absolutely gorgeous. I really love stitching them. I am already working on another freebie for the 17th for this year that is going to feature the same colors as these. So if you wanted to stitch the sampler in the Ecovitas, if you wanted to give them a try and see how you like them, but you're thinking, well, what do I do? Like, is it going to be worth it? I 100% think it's going to be worth it just for this, but I will be using some of these colors again in another sampler that is coming up. I just think they're just too gorgeous not to be using. Sorry, it might not be a sampler, another freebies coming up. So definitely, if you want to give them a try, 100%, I think they're worth it. This one features 10 colours. As I said before, the pink is only used in this line. So if you wanted to change the pink and put the red, I think that would also work. I've just stitched this how it was originally stitched by her. But if you wanted to just order 9 of them, the pink is only used in this line. The blue I think is quite important for the design, but if you don't want to keep the exact design, you could also switch this out for another color. I'd just be careful not to use the brown color that's used the most, because you might not have enough for that. The red you would definitely have enough to use for this line as well, but I'm not sure you would have enough for the Charlotte Hudsby, but you could do it in the yellow. That would be quite nice. And then you would only need to get 9 or 8 skeins depending, because I used 10 colours and I have 1 skein of each of these colours. But that is everything I have to show you. Oh, I am forgetting one thing. 1 second. I have realised there's one thing I'm forgetting. Now, I placed an order on Create Nostalgia during the week because I needed a few DMC skeins, and I also wanted to try these wooden hoops that she has. Now, I am going to get a smaller size because these are flipping amazing for stitching on perforated paper. These are magnetic hoops, so they're wooden. And you can see all the magnets on the back. You have to be careful not to cut your fingers because these magnets are really strong. I have caught my finger in it once or twice, but it literally holds your perforated paper. You then don't have to deal with the thread getting caught on the edge. You have something a little bit sturdier to hold. This one, now originally I thought these were quite pricey because you can get like a Q-snap in this size for £10, but then you have to think about where these come from, how they are made, and I 100% would pay the price again. This was £19.80, and this is the Wonderland Crafts 14 by 14, and that is the interior space is 14 by 14. And I do believe these are Ukrainian. I do believe, but that is what the packaging looks like. She does have different options with different styles around the edges. There are different sizes. As I said, I am going to get a smaller size as well, because I think for the Mill Hill ornament kits, having a smaller size would also be brilliant, because I quite like Mill Hill designs. I don't like sorting out the threads because I do have like tonal, I have issues with working out tonal colours, like if it's a light red, dark red, things like that. But the biggest thing that puts me off of stitching those is not even sorting out the colours, because I could just ask a friend to help me if I get really stuck. I hate having to hold the perforated paper. It really hurts my hands having to try and hold the paper. I hate when my thread gets snagged on the edge of the perforated paper, whereas having this, it really doesn't. It is absolutely amazing. It does not get stuck. I love how it turns out. And it's just so easier. I have been putting this in my Felky Batoki stand or in my other stitching stands, so I don't even have to hold it anymore, because sometimes I stitch in hand, sometimes I use a Q-snap or a Q-snap or a Nerge hoop, like the square ones, and I put those with my Felky Batoki stand. And that's what I've been using with this. I've just been putting my perforated paper inside. It stays nice and tight. The magnets really do hold it. And then I've been putting this in my stand, and then I can stitch two-handed. Absolutely love it. Would highly recommend. I am definitely getting some of the other sizes. Definitely the smaller size that I think would fit more Mill Hill ornament size papers in it. But 100% absolutely love this thing. So she does have different sizes. She does have different like there's some that have got like a resiny look on the front. They look absolutely gorgeous as well. I just went with one of the basic wooden ones, but I really do think they are good value for money, and these magnets are so strong. But yeah, so it's just a wooden hoop, but I really do love stitching with this. It does come with a whole load of information, and you can contact the designer of the hoops if you need to, but they do have some really lovely products, and I definitely 100% will be getting more of these. Absolutely love them. Right, so I think that is everything I have to show you. As I said, it's been a lot of haul. There probably won't be much haul. I've got a 1, 2, 3 stitch order that's on its way to me, but after that there really won't be a lot of haul at all. I'm waiting to get the Primrose Cottage Halloween, 2 of the Halloween pieces, the Halloween Quaker and the Salem Sisters piece. But I haven't decided if I want to do that for this year, because I don't think I'm going to have time to stitch it for this Halloween. So I think that's going to be on the wish list. If it comes out here in the UK, I may pick it up. If not, I'm just going to wait until next year, but I will definitely be getting those charts at some point. The next thing on my wish list is more of these, because I think these are great. But yeah, that is everything I have to show you this time. I'm going to head off because I need to get this video uploaded and edited. I'm actually not sure how much editing time. I don't really have a whole lot of editing time, so it may not be really edited this time, but what I will be doing from now on is when I'm stitching on a piece, I'm going to try and remember to take a photo of where it was the last time you guys saw it, because I was doing that in the summer for me and not sharing it with you guys, and it was so much more motivational for me, especially if I was struggling with a piece. I could then say, actually, I have stitched on this. Like when I was stitching on the Halloween Love Poppet sale, the moon, I have to say there was points where I was like, I don't feel like I'm ever going to finish this, but I didn't realise how much I was stitching, except that I was taking a photo and sending it to a friend, and every time I went on that chat, I could see how far I'd come with it. So 100%, I'm going to be starting that from now on. I just don't think this time I'm going to have that much time to edit the video, because I really want it to go up on time. So I am going to be heading off. Hope you have a good day. Hope you have a lovely weekend, and happy stitching, guys. Bye.